Hello, welcome to another edition of Brian Reads Stuff. So today we are going to do a CCC edition. So, Film Fiction has an author named CCC. They have been a member since the 8th of July 2013. 184 followers, decent amount. Last online 15 hours ago, so they're still around. Upload a profile picture, dude, or dudette. Seriously. But I read 4 of their stories, and I'm going to tell you about them and why you should read them. So, how do I do this? Order. Let's just go by the order I read them in. Alright. I need to reread that one. Discord applies for citizenship papers. I actually did read at some point, but I need to reread. But was at one point the second highest rated story in film fiction, so just letting you know. Learning the Earth Pony Way. Basically, Twilight asks Apple Bloom to teach her some Earth Pony magic, and Apple Bloom obliges. At first, she's hoping to get Twilight to do her homework, but that quickly changes, and Twilight, it turns out, is really good at Earth Pony magic in a way that neither she nor Apple Bloom sees coming. It's a short story, which is why I read it, and it's fun with a little bit of a twist, and I recommend you read it. It's tagged Slice of Life, Twilight, and Apple Bloom, and it's 1,357 words long. Only 2 downvotes, 235 upvotes. I ended up going through CCC's stories in order of rating. We've got Changeling, which I had read before, but I reread. When Twilight basically tells Celestia that one of her friends is a changeling, and Celestia reacts in a way that is not how Twilight expected. This is one of those, there's got to be probably a good at least dozen stories on the site where the premise is every pony is a changeling. That's not a spoiler, so in that the humor in this comes from how it's all revealed. So, yeah, basically Twilight is increasingly perplexed as Celestia calmly deconstructs her entire worldview and destroys all the truths she held dear. Alright, so yeah, that's Changeling. And that's 1,419 words, published 6th of August 2013. 641 upvotes, 24 downvotes. Next we have Time. So a stranger from the distant future appears in Twilight's library, and they have a conversation. So basically, CCC writes a really cool Alicorn OC, who's a time traveler, and she talks with Twilight and Spike for a bit, and then goes on her merry way. So, I mean, there's nothing exceptional about the plot or anything, but it's just really well written and really fun. We get to see her have to keep track of when stuff happens. It doesn't get too crazy with all the time paradox stuff, but a little bit happens, and then there's, again, a nice little twist at the end. So, yeah, Time by CCC, 1,807 words, 133 upvotes, 3 downvotes. And last, I read, what else did I read? I read Protagonist, 78 upvotes, 1 downvote. Just over 1,000 words. Basically, Twilight, Starlight, Trixie, and Sunset are gathered over tea, and Trixie explains how if they live in a fictional world, why Trixie is clearly not only best pony, but clearly the protagonist of the series. So, it's a little short, but it's funny to, as always, watch Trixie toot her own horn, and ends with a bit of a sunset zinger. I mean, not one we haven't heard before, but it's always funny. And so, yeah, those are 4 stories by CCC. They've got some longer ones too, but I just read short ones because I'm lazy. So, yeah, go read some of their stuff. Give them a follow. Good things. I'm Super Trampoline. Have a great day.